Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Whoopi Goldberg weighs in on rejection therapy ahead of Valentine's Day. The excitement surrounding Valentine's Day was palpable on the February 13 episode of The View, as the panelists geared up for the celebration of love, romance, and all the emotions that come with it. However, as the conversation turned from roses and romantic gestures to more unconventional topics, a new trend on TikTok found itself at the center of the discussion: rejection therapy. Moderator Whoopi Goldberg and her fellow co-hosts, Sarah Haynes, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Alyssa Farah Griffin, shared their personal takes on this viral phenomenon that encourages people to put themselves out there in the face of potential rejection. The panel also delved into the rather cheeky notion of Mistress Day, which falls on February 13, the day some men take their mistresses out for dinner in preparation for the more public celebration of Valentine's Day the following day. This segment was designed to provide a mix of humor, insight, and introspection, all before diving into the intriguing conversation about facing rejection head-on. The pre-Valentine's Day vibes. As the View crew began their preparation for Valentine's Day, the table was adorned with a beautiful gesture from the Disney theatrical group. The panelists received roses ahead of the big day, which they eagerly displayed for the camera, promoting the return of the beloved Broadway musical Beauty and the Beast. The ladies smiled as they spoke about the magic of love and romantic gestures, setting the tone for the day. Yet, it wasn't long before the conversation turned to something a little less conventional. Amidst the anticipation of the upcoming romantic holiday, Whoopi Goldberg introduced a different kind of heartfelt topic, one that isn't about love, but about courage. She brought up a viral TikTok trend that has gained momentum recently: rejection therapy. Introducing rejection therapy. As the panelists discussed their personal Valentine's Day plans and the meaning of romance, Whoopi Goldberg shifted the discussion to something a little more vulnerable but undeniably empowering. She introduced the concept of rejection therapy, explaining that it's a trend where people intentionally put themselves in situations where they are likely to be rejected. By actively seeking rejection, people are said to build resilience and confidence, learning that rejection is not something to fear, but rather something to embrace as part of personal growth. One of the most notable examples of rejection therapy came from Maureen Evelyn, a woman who applied to Harvard University with the intention of experiencing rejection. Understanding that her chances of acceptance were slim, she hoped that by confronting rejection head-on, she could gain confidence. To her surprise, not only did she not face immediate rejection, but she ended up on the wait list, leading her to discover the unexpected benefits of taking chances and stepping outside her comfort zone. Whoopi noted that the fear of failure often holds people back, preventing them from trying new things or taking risks. She emphasized that by engaging in rejection therapy, people could learn to see rejection as a tool for growth, rather than a roadblock to their success. The notion of actively facing the fear of rejection intrigued the panel, and the discussion took off from there. Alyssa Farah Griffin's take on rejection therapy. As the conversation shifted, Alyssa Farah Griffin, known for her candid and often assertive viewpoints, chimed in with her own perspective on the trend. She quipped that she participates in rejection therapy daily simply by being on The View. As a conservative voice on the panel, Farah Griffin often faces pushback from her co-hosts, as well as differing opinions from the studio audience. She joked that every time she shares her thoughts, she faces potential rejection and disagreement, which she said has helped her develop thicker skin and the ability to handle criticism with grace. Sarah Haynes, who often plays the role of a voice of reason on the show, agreed with Alyssa's assessment, acknowledging that the fear of failure can be paralyzing for many people. She confessed that while it can be intimidating to take risks, the regret of not trying can often weigh heavier than any failure. Haynes underscored that at least with failure, you gain the invaluable lesson of experience, something you can't achieve if you stay stuck in the safety of inaction. Sunny Hostin's perspective on rejection and imposter syndrome. Sunny Hostin, who is no stranger to speaking her truth, shared her personal experience with rejection, highlighting the unique struggles of being a woman of color in a competitive industry. Hostin revealed that she had worked twice as hard as others to achieve success, and the fear of rejection never stopped her from pushing forward. While she admitted that she didn't completely understand people who suffer from imposter syndrome, she fully grasped the pain and growth that comes from dealing with rejection. For Hostin, rejection had become a stepping stone in her personal and professional life. She noted that failure often provides deeper learning experiences than success, and that embracing rejection can help people become more resilient in the face of challenges. Hostin shared how, over time, she had learned not to internalize rejection, using it instead as fuel to keep working harder toward her goals. Joy Behar's take on rejection in comedy. Joy Behar, the longest-standing co-host of The View, added a humorous twist to the discussion by pointing out that there is, in fact, a fear of success that can be just as paralyzing as the fear of rejection. As Behar, a comedian, reflected on her own career, she laughed and turned to Whoopi, knowing they shared a similar experience in comedy. In stand-up, rejection is a regular part of the job. Not every joke lands, and not every audience responds with laughter. Behar emphasized that performing stand-up comedy, where rejection is a common occurrence, is perhaps the best way to confront rejection head-on and learn to not take it personally. She encouraged people to dive into the world of stand-up if they really wanted to get over what people think and develop a thick skin. The laughter in the studio echoed the understanding that sometimes embracing rejection can be the key to personal growth and success in any field, whether it's comedy or business or love. Whoopi Goldberg's bold stance on rejection. When the conversation came back to Whoopi Goldberg, she offered her bold, no-nonsense perspective on rejection. Whoopi, who has built a remarkable career in entertainment and activism, expressed her indifference toward the idea of rejection. "Personally, I don't care if you reject me," she declared confidently. While acknowledging that rejection can be painful, Whoopi was adamant that it wouldn't stop her from being herself or following her dreams. "I'm not going anywhere. I don't care because I'm here," she added, emphasizing that she defines her worth, not anyone else. Whoopi's words were a powerful reminder to the audience that at the end of the day, the only opinion that truly matters is your own. She went on to explain that she refuses to give anyone outside her circle the power to define who she is. "I'm not letting anybody I don't know, anybody who's not paying my rent, anybody who's not paying my car note, I'm not letting them make those decisions about who I am," she said, driving home her message of self-empowerment. In a final moment of clarity, Whoopi turned to the audience and urged them to adopt the same mindset. "You make those decisions," she said, encouraging viewers to take control of their lives, ignore the judgment of others, and focus on their personal growth. The View's takeaway. The conversation on The View was more than just a discussion about rejection. It was a call to action. By sharing their diverse perspectives on rejection, failure, and personal growth, the panelists reminded viewers that rejection isn't something to be feared or avoided. Instead, it's a natural part of the journey toward success. Whoopi Goldberg's empowering message resonated deeply, encouraging everyone to take ownership of their lives and decisions, no matter the obstacles or rejections they may face along the way. Whether it's in the realm of romance, career, or personal development, the key is to stay true to oneself and keep moving forward, no matter what.